Swaraj. The word Swaraj means self-rule, self-government, self-determination or independence. But for Gandhi, Swaraj had political, economic, social and cultural connotations. First, political Swaraj. Gandhi was interested in freeing India not only from the English yoke but also from any other yoke. Thus, he had no desire to establish king law for king stroke. State is regarded as an instrument for the service of the people. But Gandhiji believed that in the name of service, the state may take away the rights of the citizens and in the name of protector of the people may demand complete obedience. This leads to alienation and enslavement of the people to the state. According to Gandhiji, there is no example in history of a state which stood as a champion of the poor. So Gandhiji regarded the state as a soulless machine which is dangerous and which demoralizes people's individuality. Gandhiji advocated Panchayat Raj as the foundation of India's political system. The pyramid versus oceanic circle whose center is the individual. The Panchayat should consist of 5 persons who will be elected annually and will have legislative, executive and judicial powers. The village communities were grouped into talukas, the talukas into districts and districts into provinces and provinces into central government, each governed by representatives elected by its constituent units. Each tier of government enjoyed considerable autonomy and a constitution to suit local requirements, but in conformity with the central government which will hold them together. The outermost circumference will not wield power over the inner circle, but will give strength to the successive inner circles and also derive its strength from these circles. He was against centralization of powers but advocated central government because he felt it was essential to keep India united to develop the spirit of nationalism among the various ethnic, regional, religious and linguistic identities. He emphasized on decentralization, where each village community will be based on voluntary cooperation and peaceful coexistence, where each village will be self-sufficient, capable of managing its own affairs and even defending itself against the whole world. Thus, he emphasized on rural civilization where there will be no exploitation of one man by another and people will not only elect representatives but also check the abuse of authority, thus making democracy real. This led to Gram Swaraj, the political dimension of Swaraj. Second, economic Swaraj. Gandhiji believed that big machines displaced human labor, led to concentration of wealth in the hands of a few. led to exploitation of people and also decline of morals. So he favored machines which help individual user. For example, the sewing machine. He stood for economic upliftment and economic freedom for the toiling masses of rural India by emphasizing on the charaka, revival of khadi and village related industries. Thus, Gandhi aimed at eradication of poverty by revival of village economy. So he coined the slogan "Back to the village" because Gandhiji held the view that India lived in villages. He was against zamindari system, so he put forward the principle of trusteeship, which advocated change of heart of capitalists and landlords to regard their business, industry and land as a trust of the people and not as their private possession. Gandhiji stood for bread labor, which implies everybody will have to do physical labor to earn one's daily bread. It means that people from other professions should devote every day to some kind of physical labor in the spirit of oneness with the poor. This provides recognition to dignity of labor. Gandhiji recommended minimization of needs so that people's basic necessities of life are satisfied. Gandhiji emphasized on internal reform through constructive work which would eradicate the feeling of subjugation and would make the village economies self-reliant. So he founded voluntary organizations like the Leprosy Foundation, All India Village Industries Association and All India Spinners Association. The features of Gandhian economy are A. Intensive small-scale diversified farming through cooperative effort. B. Cattle-based economy. C. Development of cottage industries and crafts. D. Proper balance of animal, human and plant life. E. Importance given to spinning, weaving, oil pressing, jaggery making, paddy dehusking. This led to Swadeshi and self-reliance, the economic dimension of Swaraj. Third, social Swaraj. Gandhiji championed for equality between followers of different religions because he felt that temples or mosques or churches were the result of faith and man's desire to reach the unseen. Gandhiji believed that fundamentally man and woman are one. The soul in both is the same, have the same feelings. Each is complement of the other, and one cannot live without the other's active help. Thus, Gandhiji stood for gender equality. Gandhiji wanted temples, public wells, and public schools to be open to the untouchables equally with caste Hindus. Gandhiji emphasized on quality education to the children of the depressed classes on equal footing with the upper caste. In 1932, he established Harijan Seva Sangh for social and material development of depressed classes. The Sangh wanted legislations for temple entry and advocated for eradication of untouchability from India's caste system because he regarded untouchability as a cancer in the Hindu society. He also wanted to transform the attitude of people toward the sources of discrimination in society. For example, by weaving khadi and cleaning own toilet, he wanted people to remove the rigidities in their minds of some occupation as below the dignity. Fourth, cultural Swaraj. Gandhiji believed that if people respect their culture, then the world would respect their culture. Gandhiji believed that it is important to appreciate the good points of other cultures. He held the view that even if a country is politically independent but culturally dependent on others for deciding the course of action, Swaraj will be meaningless. So it is essential for all masses to have affinity with their country and cooperate in the task of nation building. Thus, Gandhi summed up cultural Swaraj. I do not want my house to be walled in all sides and my windows to be stuffed. I want the cultures of all lands to be blown about my house as freely as possible, but I refuse to be blown off my feet by any. I refuse to live in other people's houses as an interloper, a beggar, or a slave.